Hello friends, welcome to my channel IFUK MGV Study Center. So topic for the today is hospital evacuation, very important topic. IFUK exams ask questions regarding this. So first we'll understand what is the hospital evacuation. Well, what is it that there are many occupiers, say we clients, means many patients, doctors, many incoming and outgoing relatives of the patients coming in the hospitals. So what happens that evacuation is a process in which people travel from a origin space to its safety. So what happens, evacuation, the person evacuating from a unsafe area to a safe area, it's very important that he comes out safely. For that purpose, there are some guidelines given. So in a hospital evacuation, let's discuss the guidelines. First, concept of horizontal evacuation facilitated by sophisticated alarm adequate structural protection. So it means that the concept of horizontal evacuation. So horizontal evacuation, again the process. Horizontal evacuation is a process in which the person moves from its original state to a state, means to a place on same floor where it's more safely and safety place, and which can be facilitated by sophisticated alarm. Sophisticated alarm in the sense, alarm rings in and then only evacuation starts. And adequate structural protection, so means adequate structural protection in the sense it's a protection provided in which a particular person is protected in that particular path of rescue, means in the process by which the person moves from one place to the another. So that's the point number one. The point number two, structural fire resistance and compartmentization system. This means that structural fire resistance in the sense fire resistance which has been provided, means fire should not move from one part of the compartment to the another part. So it should not come into the escape routes, means it's an escape route from which places from which the clients, in the sense in this scenario it might be a patients, it might be a doctors, or it might be inmates, visitors who are come to visit. So from it not move from one place to the, means the escape route should not be occupied for the with the fire or smoke. So for that fire resistance is needed, and compartmentation is the same thing, means it will not move from one place to the another. So interpretation output of the alarm system. Interpretation output in the sense, interpretation, if you what you hear, it says something about human behavior. So human tendency and human behavior come into this picture over here. So person hears an alarm. So what kind of after hearing the alarm, what kind of reaction he gives? So it depends upon that. So interpretation output of an alarm system rings and then people need to react. This is required, but how person responses, it's very important. According to that, then you have to plan your evacuation. Means I'm not discussing, I'm discussing in details so that you can write something in the exam. So other fire safety provision in the sense that escape route should be free of obstacles. And firefight safety means some arrangements in the sense emergency lighting arrangement, smoke extractor system, so that the people moving from origin state unsafe area to a safe area, particular safety provisions need to be taken in. Needs of various type of patients in the sense, if you are talking about hospitals, so there might be many patients, it might be some stretchers patients, serious patients, some might be a wheelchair patients with serious ones, so you cannot move from on its their own, so you need assistance. So for that purpose you need to have different strategies, means evacuation strategy need to be changed. Then 6 point mode of evacuation for those required assistance. So mode of evacuation in the sense the person with more of the injury or maybe some oxygen is required, so that person you cannot travel that particular person as a whole on in the smoke or dense smoke or in the congested areas. For that purpose you need to take that uh, importance that that particular person need to be evacuated later after some time where it is more safety is present. Then summoning staff to effective area. Summoning staff to effective area in the sense you have to summon your staff persons to that area so that your staff persons will be able to tackle the emergency situation and react accordingly. Then you have staff training and practice in evacuation procedure. Staff training and practice. So in this place, more you sweat in peace, less you bleed in war. You practice more and train more in a safe area, means in a continuous manner. Then your that practice and your training counts in your emergency situation, and you can practice it more clearly and you can tackle the situation more easily. Next, last step not least, the need of information, particularly visitors. Need to inform particularly visitors and action taken. Means this is very important in the sense the needs of a particular visitors. If a need to inform, you need to inform the particular visitors. Means person who are coming should be informed regarding the same that we are taking the evacuation drill, so that might be not be a chaos and your reputation about your companies and your profile of the companies is always updated, that these people are really caring about their particular their staff peoples and the clients, particularly patients and all. So please give me the feedback about the same, about my lecture. Thank you.